Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Violet Hausthor, joined this week by Mistress Miriam. You just heard Best Laid Plans by Bad Rat. Before that, A General Feeling of Discomfort by Meets Expectations. And then starting off that block, Stay Warm, Avi Luck. What should we start with?
I don't know. Why don't we work ourselves back? Because you know how much I love to end with something big and dramatic. Obviously, I'm throwing out my opinion here. So
Why not? So we just heard Best Laid Plans, Bad Rat. They're out of Southampton, Massachusetts. I went to college with the folks behind this project. We've worked together a handful of times, occasional collaborators, and we always send each other demos. But this one's a really cool one, honestly. I've been really interested in this new EP, Practices Sleeping, which just came out in late February, where they're sort of taking that same goth sensibility that they've always had. And these songs in this album are a little bit more upbeat in a lot of cases. It's really interesting, which is really interesting to hear. It's almost more cheerful, which is very wild to say about an album with this much like atmospheric darkness.
I was going to say.
Trust me, this is the more upbeat version, and it's really cool to see that direction as well.
Well, it's got quite a rhythm section, I'll say that. It's really just, as somebody who is a singer, that's what you feel when you're up there. And, that's what makes you dance. That is what lifts the spirit. If this is their happy album.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it their happy album, but it's definitely more up-tempo.
Got it. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
In what capacity did you collaborate with them?
Nothing on this EP, but they've guested on my last album as a featured vocalist and a co-producer on one of my songs. And I've also helped doing a mix and master on some of their songs, as well as guesting on some backing vocals there. So
nice. Good collaboration. I like that.
Then before that, Meets Expectations out of Springfield, Massachusetts. This one's a band I've been keeping an eye on because the lead singer is Leah Nicole from Paid in Quarters. And I've been a fan of Paid in Quarters forever. I've followed Leah Nicole's work for ages. And I'm really excited to see this new one. It's really cool.
It is great. It's yummy. It's lush. It's got all this beautiful like layers of sound.
Yeah, the arrangement on this one's super lush.
Beautiful.
So many things. And the bass line on that one's really crunchy. I love it.
Yeah. Great sound. Very pleasing to the musical palate.
That is a full 3-course meal of musical sound.
There you have it. And an amuse-bouche. And maybe some, after dinner drinks and the cart with the fromage.
Yeah, it is the full experience.
Now, Avi Luck, Stay Warm. I mean, I love this kind of thing. Big brass sound.
Yeah, that brass section is killing it on this. It's such a cool vibe to have this combined with like an alt rock tune and those organ tones.
Cool. New Haven, Connecticut.
And this album came out in early February. And actually, so did the Meets Expectation tune, both dropped in early February. This is so fun. And the lyrics on this are half goofy and half sincere. And that's sort of the thing with the whole album, Stay Warm. It's like one part goofy and one part entirely sincere. Like the first track on this album is one about baseball. Like it gets weird, but it always comes with a message. It's a good one. It's a good one.
What do we have next, Violet?
So next we are going to leave the gentler side behind as we move into sort of a harder rock, indie punk, pop punk, prog metal zone, harder stuff.
I don't know what any of that is. Let's just say it's hard.
It is much harder. There are much more aggressive guitars on this one.
There you go. That's it.
So let's start things off with Two-Headed Girl doing Our Fingers and the Dirt.